Blood Brothers podcast, a Five Pillars of Mad Monolith production.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers, sisters, friends, viewers, everyone. Very excited to have you with us again for another episode of Blood Brothers podcast. Aki Hussain hosting today for you, and I have my blood brother Dilly Hussain, who's going to be co-hosting, and we're very excited to have a special guest with us today, Ali Dawah. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Lovely to have you here.
Your Iman brother.
Yes.
Iman is thicker than...
No, come on, blood brother as well.
Iman is thicker than blood.
Assalamu alaikum, Ali.
What's going on?
I thought I started with a refutation.
That's it. And that's quite symbolic.
In Ali fashion.
Let's get into it straight away.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
That's quite symbolic of...
So we were gonna go in, okay, but you started with
But you started
reputation,
to be straight away. And what you actually did there is quite symbolic of what YouTubers do, right? Which is flash bang attention.
Yeah. That's you need attention in life.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much money have you actually made from YouTube?
It changes, the figures from
Average?
6 million?
I mean,
Big numbers.
that's the bare minimum, that's with someone like you guys, maybe. But myself, that's different.
Any merch for us to get?
No, I don't do that.
Nah, nothing.
No, but real talk. There is this belief that Ali Dawah is absolutely smashing it, raking in the cheddar.
To the point where he hasn't even got a real surname, it's just Dawah. He owns it, he's trademarked it.
Yeah,
he is Dawah.
I can remember, since you say that, because I do Uber, and I picked up one brother once. He said, how come you're doing Uber? Are you not a YouTuber? I said, yeah. He said, you live in a dream world, don't you? You watch us on the screen and think, this guy is balling. I said, this car I have is not even, it doesn't belong to me. And they're just surprised, they're shocked. Literally, you can see on their faces, like, how come you're doing this? Like, really, are you really doing Uber? I go, yeah. They see the badge sometimes. I just get different brothers where I drop off. What's that badge? I go, I do Uber. You do Uber? I go, yeah, I do Uber. Like, the people don't, I said, what do you think I am? Like, seriously, people don't believe it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
and even that brother who came in the park, may Allah guide him, and myself as well.
I mean,
the one we're going to come to, inshallah.
Yeah.
But even him, he's just coming, you have this much, and I'm like, bro, that's the charity I've just helped. I'll just do something. You've gone to their account, and not only that, actually, you didn't even go to their account. There's another person in the park, in the speaker's corner, who's a clear enemy of Islam. He's gone to him and took it off him. And this is the same brother, which we're going to come to, obviously, about when I say to him, come
Clark Ali's already mentioned that twice. He knows it's coming.
He knows
it's coming.
Capital was cranked up ages ago.
But we'll come to it.
So just to clarify, Ali Dawah, the Uber driver, has not made £6 million of YouTube.
Inshallah, it's 6 million. If I made 6 million, I'll move to Bedford, wherever this is, buy a couple of properties and start my clan like you Asian people do, buy all the properties.
Yes.
Okay, have you made any money with YouTube?
Okay, now for the first 5 years, I didn't at all. Reason being is because first, number one, for my intentions. Number two, for advertising purposes, because YouTube didn't have anything where you can filter it, as far as I know. And it was mainly my intentions, really. And to be honest, you can't make that much money. But because of last year we saw S.A.L.A.M, we went through some difficulties as well, etc. And we got advice, and YouTube put this filters in place where we can block certain ads. So gambling, alcohol, and we was like, that's good. So once that was in place, and we said, look, let's give it a shot, because at the end of the day, what I do from Uber and a few other places, I've got a few jobs, a few other places, it really is not enough, and it was taking a toll on me in a way where studying, editing, filming, spend time with the family, it was too much. So now, just recently, 1 year ago, me and Hijab, we took the decision together to monetize. And now, alhamdulillah, we do. It's like you make, monthly 300, 400 pounds.
Alhamdulillah.
Changes. But the thing is, it's there, it helps us, because the cost that we have, etc.
It just contributes to the overall cost.
All we want is, as long as it contributes, if that I can make and it gives me time to take off of work, instead of doing Uber 35 hours, I do 30 hours, and that 5 hours I can study, good.
And for our, sorry Habibi, for our viewers, what's the metrics? How much is money made from YouTube advertising?
How does it work? Is it based on subs? Is it based on views? Is it based on ads? Is it based on all of those?
As far as I know, I think it's views. I think it's based on views, and I think it's based on how many people click it and how many ads you put. And some people go full out, bang ads.
Now your videos all make sense.
No, I was thinking, I know about so many different brands and these.
That was before.
I don't care. It's all part of the money here. All these things that make sense.
So, Alan, brother, I want to ask you a question. Alhamdulillah, I follow your work, and you have about 120,000 plus followers on Instagram. Yeah. You have over 340,000 subs on YouTube. So big numbers. These are heavyweight numbers, and
they call me big baller.
You know what I'm saying. So my question to you really is, obviously that requires a level of commitment, time, dedication that you put in, not only for content, but the tedious thing, like editing and make sure it comes out polished. And the people you work with, your collaborations, and the actual material, the subjects that you want to discuss. How, as a Muslim who's young from the UK, wants to with Islam reach out to as many young people as possible, whatever the age may be, but influence them with the good of Islam. Give us a ratio on how much, as a medium, is your main kind of route for influence. Is it with regards to, is it YouTube, Insta? Is it actual speaking to people face to face? Is it, I don't know, any other kind of platform?
Do you mean how does each platform service demographic?
How much?
What do you prioritize?
Or for you, when you wake up, do you wake up thinking Insta story? Do you wake up thinking YouTube? YouTube?
Yeah, it all cases for different. So, for example, Instagram is mainly, you have a lot of female audience there. A lot of sisters. And obviously,
obviously, Insta's important.
Instagram, for example, because there's a massive female audience. For example, So.
Checking that gram.
So everything is very important. YouTube, for example, YouTube is a whole different platform. Snapchat is a whole different platform. Snapchat is more youngsters. Instagram is mainly females. There's brothers there as well. Facebook is everybody, all the crackheads, everyone's there. And everyone is there. Everyone, whoever you find, takfiris, everybody's in there. Do you get it? But over there, it's just a different.
Facebook's the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it works. So for Instagram, mainly I concentrate on Salah reminders. So for example, have you prayed the word? Have you prayed the Asr? Oh, you can pray here. You can pray that. Because I realize it works a lot. Snapchat works similar as well. Younger audience. YouTube, it's more just for everyone. It's just in general, that's where the main videos go. Previews, or you can call this trailers, coming out in cinemas kind of stuff. That's where we use on our social media platforms. There's a whole science behind it. Snapchat, Instagram, when do you put it, what time? Okay, at this time people finish work, they come back. Monday's good. Monday actually is good, but some people are tired because of Sunday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you can push it.
Will you teach us that science?
Yeah, definitely. Right now I'm doing it.
Will you charge us?
Friday, Saturday, people are out. You get it? You're not going to get much people watching because people are just out and about. Sunday is a good day, it's more chill out day. So I would say Sunday is a good day. Tuesday, Wednesday, after 6, 7, because people come back from uni and work. Do you get it? So but I would say each one serves a different purpose.
How long did it take you to clock all this? To work out this formula?
It just comes, you just do it, you put a video out, you'll observe it. Okay, put this video out this time, for example. Okay, mainly with YouTube, it's thumbnail and title. Your thumbnail and your title. That's what gets people clicking. And that's what you'd see with my videos. They're quite clickbait. But I try not to lie. I try not not lie. Whatever I'm saying, it's happening, but in a different context where you see it.
Cool. I have a question to ask Ali. We were speaking to some mashayikh that we've had conversations with in preparation for future podcast episodes. Even spoke to Sheikh Muhammad Uthman of S.A.L.A.M, who said to us that, we asked a question, which is, there are people, young Muslims, who are aspiring to become students of knowledge, tulab al-ilm, and they'll go and they'll dedicate their life, their money to study abroad to get the best quality of knowledge from the best institutes possible, and they'll come back and they'll have a lot of knowledge, and they've learned a lot that they didn't know before, but there could be a detachment, a spiritual detachment, because the manner in which the ilm and the knowledge is taught now is it mirrors Western academia. You've got institutes, dedicated institutes, seminars, things like this. My question to you is, someone who has an influence, a reach with various audiences, sisters and girls on Instagram, Snapchat, youngsters, Facebook, everyone,
and brothers as well.
On Instagram, of course, all of that. But we're talking about specifically, you said yourself that specifically Instagram, you see it as you saw it as it was a platform that mainly sisters and the female audience were accessing. And YouTube, I guess, for someone who wants to dedicate more time to listen to more of your content.
But you're taking the M25 scenic route to asking him something.
But the question
it's just going to take the M1 now. He's just turned into M1 now.
The question I want to ask really is, hopefully I want to get a deep answer, is how do you...
Does Ali do deep?
Well, we're going to find out with this question, isn't it?
I'm usually
We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Is how do you keep on top of yourself spiritually, your intention, when you know that there are people expecting content from you, and you are constantly thinking about the content that you want to put out there?
Okay. That's a very good question.
My question is, are you a carrier of the Dawah of Islam? Are you a YouTuber? Do you have that conflict? What's going on?
Yeah, a little bit of a mixture of them. You know, at the end of the day, look, intentions is something. There's Shaykh Haytham, may Allah bless him and cure him, is he said something. He said to me, he said, be careful for three things, yeah? And he said fame, money, and women, yeah? Now, this doesn't mean women are evil. It means it's a man's
the impact it can have on a man.
Yeah? So be careful of those three. Now, fame is, like, no, let me start. Money, I would say I'm not money motivated. And that's something I've seen in hijab as well. We're not money motivated, yeah?
Alhamdulillah.
From what we know from ourselves, and inshallah we'll keep like that. We don't know if we're going to keep like
send
that.
it this way.
Yeah, inshallah, don't worry. Send the account details. Fame is something I can never come and say to you my intentions are clear. I can never look in the mirror and say to myself my intentions are clear. Sorry, I can't do it. Now that sometimes caused me to say to myself, you know what, I had a point where I said to myself, I'm going to stop doing dawah. I said, I'm going to do dawah. I can't. I was losing my mind. I was just trying to, what I was trying to do is I was trying to figure out, I was trying to deductively trying to find out, why did I start dawah? Did I start for the right reasons? But, you know, I was just going over. I don't know if it's from shaitan, but I came to a point where I said, you know what, I need to stop dawah. I think, I don't know where I am, I don't know what's going on, and it was just too much. You know, a lot of things were going in my...
It's hard when your surname's dawah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't escape that.
Yes, you can't, but, you know, you can leave it, you know.
It's a bit similar. Sorry to interject. It's a bit similar to I took like an 18-month sabbatical away from media engagement.
Really?
Between 2016 to 2018, where basically I felt, you know, coming into media, ITV, BBC, etc. You know, was I really doing it for the right reasons? Yeah. And once we can say we're not for the fame, sometimes we don't even know when it's affected us.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
And so sometimes it's actually good. It's a good tarbiyah, right? And it's needed. Shaykh Haytham gave the exact same advice to me. Yes. Allah bless him. And it's very important, right? Because money is something. It's neither here or there, right? If it comes, alhamdulillah. If it's not there, you can overcome it. Fame, however, which is mixed in with ego and narcissism, and all these kind of other issues, right? It can affect us, right? And especially when there is a following. Especially when there's blue ticks involved, especially when people are stopping you and there's a natural attention towards you. How do you manage that? So I took a sabbatical. I took 12, 18 months. I was like, I can't do this.
I was thinking that, but you know, I speak to my teacher and they were like, look, this is from shaitan. Like, you know, I said to him, look, seriously, like I'm considering it. And they would say to me, look, this is from shaitan, you know, because obviously you're doing good works, etc. So I still have that battle within myself, and obviously me, like, I was trying to like progress myself as well. Good. And like studying myself, developing myself, and there was things that were in the way and it was bothering me, you know. And I said, look, you know, if it was just getting to me, but alhamdulillah, I've got things back on track, alhamdulillah. But the thing is, the way to deal with it is like, for example, the other thing with like the fame thing, like I said, I don't know, women, that's something where we, as a team at S.A.L.A.M as well, we are very strict. Like before that as well, yeah, brothers check up on brothers, like in a way where we have a zero tolerance policy. Zero tolerance policy, brother.
We want to look at him.
Look, not look out. Look, I'll be honest with you. If I'm walking down the street, a sister sees, Assalamu alaikum, brother Ali, I'll speak. I'll say, wa alaikum salam, my sister, how are you? Okay. I don't want to they're like robots. You know, there's another extreme. Like you can't, you know, if you see a woman run for your life, if you're in, we become so perverted in a way. That's not if you're in a lift with a sister, some brothers are on that flex where you think to yourself, I would be like, I'm gonna commit zina. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, this is a sister. Assalamu alaikum, sister. How are you? Okay. Barakallahu. Can I not say that? I would be like, Aki. There's another extreme to that. Yeah.
Also, do you preemptively initiate the salam then to a sister?
If I'm in Westfield and there's so many sisters walking past, I'm not gonna go and say salam to every single one of them. Okay. But
if the one that you know,
I'll try not to, because that is sunnah. If someone replies, it's far for me to reply.
Yeah.
But like I said to you before, but the issue of dealing with intentions is, for example, I don't do videos. Like I once fundraised for a cameraman. I need a cameraman, really badly. So I got this brother. We fundraised for about, I think, 2-3 months. Yeah. I regretted that so much, because I said to people, I'm going to produce 4 to 5 videos a month. Now I didn't think of this, but once the money was raised, I had no choice. Now I'm thinking in my head, I need to do 4 to 5 videos because I told people, and I hated it. I have to do videos because what?
You made a promise, yeah.
I did the promise, but after that, I left it. I said, forget this, yeah, because I don't want to be doing videos because I have to. I will do videos if needed to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see videos, there's no videos for 1 month because there's no need to. I'm not going to come and do a video for the sake of it. If that's a way of dealing with my intentions. Number 2, I can get blue tick on Instagram. I can get blue tick on Twitter. Yeah, YouTube, they give it to you yourself. Once you reach a certain thing, you don't ask for it. They give it to you. Yeah. Another way of dealing with my intentions. I don't need a blue tick, brother. Why do I need to go? Yeah, give me a blue tick. Yeah, I got a blue tick. I don't need a blue tick.
Okay. Sorry, this is the to and fro in the world of blue ticks, right?
Yeah.
So in my line of work, you need sometimes the blue tick
Yes.
to be taken serious in the world of journalism and
Yes.
media commentary, etc.
Yeah.
Whereas you're saying you've intentionally refrained from it.
Yes.
Because the things changed with Twitter. There was a time where you couldn't apply for it; it was given,
Okay.
and now you can apply for it. Are you aware of that distinction?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. Okay,
But the thing is, it's, you see, that's a different, like, that's necessary for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So with me, it's not necessary. If it was necessary, I will go and do it. Yeah, because if it's for the dawah, I will go and do it. Do you get it? But I don't find it as a necessary, you know, for what I'm doing. It's not needed. So me personally, it's just a way of dealing with my intentions. So I just seek different avenues. And to be honest, this is something you're going to continuously battle throughout your life.
Would you say you've matured as a YouTuber? Would you matured? Let's say from 3-4 years ago.
How long would you say you've actively been on social media for the purpose as Ali Dawah?
5.5 years, I think. 5.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about your maturity and your journey in that 5.5 years, and how you feel those 5 years, your contribution to the Muslim community, to Islam in, say, UK, for example, has changed over those 5 years.
Yeah.
Including regrets and mistakes.
Yeah. So in the beginning, I would say, look, contribution. Like I'll say very clearly, I know the videos that I do or we do, yeah, as a team, it does its job. I have no doubt about that. Yeah, but my problem is not with the videos doing its job. My problem is my intentions in the right place, because I'll be like a candle that's benefiting everyone, but I'm finishing myself off. Yeah. So that's my concern. I know the videos do its job. Okay, I have no doubt, and I don't mean this in an arrogant way. The video does its job. If I do a video, praise Salah, how can I say that's not a good reminder? And it didn't benefit. Of course it benefited somebody. The problem is my intentions. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And over the years, I believe the first couple of years, I was giving dawah. I was benefiting people, but I wasn't benefiting myself. You know? But I was studying, but basic things that I could have known, yeah, I didn't know. And that was just, you just jumped and you was with a group of brothers, you know, that I used to work with. And, you know, we just went on to this thing. And they went to another...
we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. But yeah, in a nutshell. But now, with the team that I have around me, be it Sheikh Uthman, Sheikh Mohammed, different brothers, Mohammed Hijab, it's shaped me. Now I've got focus.
It's grounded you?
Yes, it's grounded me. I've got focus, motivation, encouragement, rather than, you know, mocking, you're not Salafi, you're not this, you know, all that kind of, which we're going to come to later. But we're dealing with real issues, and you can see it holistically.
Okay. So let me posit this to you, right? Because what you basically said, that there was this kind of shift in the quality of content that you were producing, as well as some of the topics that were being discussed, right?
And you can argue quality of the company.
Quality of the company.
Quality of the company they had that allowed that change to facilitate that change.
Company. Oh yeah.
The fact that you moved away from a certain environment to another environment, that assisted you as well, perhaps, in maturing, right? Yes. But then I will posit this to you. You went from, because mashallah, you know, I have been also following you, bro. Not on a fanboy level or nothing like that. You just have to keep it.
I'm your fanboy.
No, we're fanboys of each other. Melak's both our works and everyone else's, yeah? But obviously, as a journalist, we have to keep tabs on who's doing what in the Muslim community. Standard, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? And I've seen a quite clear shift from you, where it was generally youth focused.
Yeah.
Still is kind of youth focused, but now you're going into things which
tastier discussions.
Yeah, like far right extremism,
identity.
I'm a proud British, ISIS, this kind of stuff, which you're now kind of descending into the realm of politics, right?
Okay.
And that's not to say that's wrong.
Yeah.
It's actually, they're very important issues.
Encouraged.
And encouraged, especially with the kind of support and the context.
Yeah.
why did you go from what appeared to be very youth focused to now chasing Tommy Robinson up and down the country? And Jada Franson, what?
Jada Franson, Lauren Southern, Abby Yemeni.
How can we? Why did you do
Majid
that?
Nawaz, another non-Muslim. So basically, why did I go down that route? The reason I went down that route is because I still do general reminders for the youngsters as well. I would still carry that on. But with me,
Did you jump on a bandwagon, Ali? Tell me the truth.
Do I jump on a what?
Did you jump on a bandwagon there? You thought that Tommy Robinson's big in the news, Majid Nawaz, everyone's talking about it. I'm gonna now rinse
Let's have it out.
Let's
Okay,
Did you?
I'll be honest with you. This for me, this is how I saw it. Yeah, I saw a group of people. Misrepresenting my religion. Yeah, and I didn't like that.
Who'd been doing it for years before you started doing this?
Yes, they've been doing it for years, and nobody was confronting them. Like let me put it like this: nobody was confronting them their style.
But
like Rago.
But no one wanted to legitimize them. That was the issue.
Yes, but what was happening is we was putting it under the carpet and it was starting to smell.
Okay, no.
So, sorry.
Go.
Yeah, so from my perspective, I was looking at this matter and I knew some brothers were engaging them and they didn't want to give them the attention, etc. But I could see the far right growing. The far right, they are growing. You can ignore them as much as you like. The far right are growing. And this guy is saying things are the most stupid things and anyone can just refute it, but people just trying to say, okay, look, we don't even need to engage people like this, or we should not talk to them. Avoid this is what I was seeing. Now I was seeing these people go into Muslim shops bullying people.
This is Britain First specific.
Britain First.
Yeah.
No, Tommy Robinson as well. He would go and pick on people that don't know what they're talking about. That annoyed me. Now I'm looking, is anyone doing anything about it? In a way where, like, the way I went about it was raggle. I said, look, fam, you go into people's houses. Okay, I didn't go to your house because of respect of your family and your family and kids, but I went near your area, and you start getting a panic attack. Get a panic attack. I want you to get a panic attack. You know why I want to get a panic attack? Because you think you can go and roll up to people's houses, knock on the door, and you think nobody's going to meet your match.
So in essence, you were fighting them like they fight you?
Yes, So like Ahmedida said, Zakir Naik asked him, he said to him, and why are you so harsh, kind of. He said, son, either you fight it with holy water or fire. I chose fire. So the thing is here is I wanted very clearly to these people that you're not going to walk around and say things like Jada Franson. When I went there, she was acting gas, this, that. There was all of that. I went there by myself, me and the cameraman. I don't want to seem like it's a scene, I'm there to fight. No, I went there and then we found out that she's going to sign up. Caught her, she started crying and they ran for the back door. They need to run this over. Tommy Robinson, same thing, avoiding let's meet, boxing match. What the hell are you talking about, boxing match? What the hell? I know why you want to do a boxing match, because you know that bruise on your face that I would give you, you know that's going to recover. You don't care about that. You're intellectually scared. You're scared that if this guy makes certain points, what am I going to say to my followers? Because I've been telling them a rhetoric and now that's going to be debunked. He knows long term that's a bigger bruise.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons I went after him, just to make him realize that you're not going to go around talking about my religion and talk like this and just get away with it. No, I made him feel for 7-8 months that I was at Luton Airport waiting for this guy to come with cameraman.
So
is he shook of you?
He's inshallah.
Okay. So let me say, Aki, forgive me because I think Ali, just letting the listeners and viewers know that this conversation was long overdue between me and Ali. So there's context behind the way I'm questioning about some of these things, right? Look, Tommy Robinson is someone who I've had a relationship with in terms of I've known him personally. We've had certain interactions. It's not been anywhere as close as hostile as it has been with, I would go as far as to say, most mainstream Muslim figures and representatives in the community. Also because his mother lived down the road from here. I knew some of the people that he used to roll with back in the day, etc., right? The thing was not necessarily to ignore Tommy Robinson. I know we have mutual friends, ulama, activists, people who we both know, who we're close with. I don't think the argument was necessarily that we ignore Tommy Robinson.
No.
It was more to do with two things. There are bigger fish to fry. The guys who are feeding this guy. This guy is just a monkey. We need to go after the organ grinders.
He's not a policymaker.
Yeah, he's not a policymaker. He's not an institution. He's not a think tank. He's not the guy that's actually practically making life hard for Muslims. Yeah, he's stirring rhetoric, but the ones that are actually systemically causing the problem for the Muslims are far bigger than that. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, with regards to Quilliam and them guys, there's always been a no platform policy. because it's worked wonders for the Muslim community that they've never had a foot in our community.
Yeah.
And when Ali Dawah, with hundreds and thousands of followers and subscribers, now starts engaging them, that gives them some kind of legitimacy. Do you at least appreciate that point of view?
I do, but it was the thing. What it was that firstly, number one, he had more subscribers than me. He was more bigger than me. He was more bigger than me. Yeah. So I was looking from a perspective where my intentions were not to go there and do that, but that came along with it.
Majid called you out first, didn't he?
Who?
Majid called you out first. It was over this sister.
Yeah.
Someone with a sister in the video.
Okay, Majid. All of these. Majid came with this. Yeah, there was a sister who went and was twerking in public.
Yeah, he called you out on LBC. That's it.
Yes.
LBC,
yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
And I told him, look, I'll come and we could talk about you cheating on your wife in Ramadan with a hooker. But he rejected that and he blocked me. I don't know why. But anyways, and that's why maybe he's so against, the punishments of adultery in Islam.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So anyways, so the thing here is that I saw this here. So I was seeing like, and it annoys me. I'm being honest with you. I cannot help it when I see somebody bullying people, making my religion look bad. I can't. Well, I just hope. Forget me. I just wish there was someone there. Yeah, someone that could go do what I'm doing. Look, it doesn't have to be me. Just you go and do it. But there wasn't. I'm sorry. And in that aspect, I'm not saying I'm a superhero. I did something. No, I just felt the need. And like you're saying, you're right. You're going for the big guys. Yeah, and you're doing a beautiful job with that. May Allah bless you, inshallah. And I always support 5 pillars of what you guys do. Yeah, but the thing is with this guy, you need to understand that even though he might not be having that massive impact, but Tommy Robinson is someone who was having a following, and not only that, Christchurch, I wasn't surprised and shocked with just Christchurch. I was shocked at what I saw. Yeah, that was the first time ever.
We spoke in the morning, do you remember?
Yes, that was the first time ever I've ever cried on a video. Ever. You will never see me crying. I don't like, it's just, I even cringe sometimes when I watch the video in a way, but wallahi, it's what I saw, I couldn't help it.
But we were distraught.
Everyone.
Exactly. It was savage on a different level.
Exactly. So the thing is, I know Tommy Robinson has blood on his hands. Tommy Robinson played a role in that, 100%. I have no doubt that guy was watching Tommy Robinson's video. And no doubt, even Darren Osman who carried out the Finsbury Park attacks, So I could see the damages these people are causing. They go by the name of freedom of speech, We went to their march, freedom of speech. Okay, can I talk?
Yeah, we spoke.
Okay, I went there, look what happened. And that backfired, alhamdulillah. Well, I was so happy. If they let me give the speech, it would have been better for him. It would have been good for him. He would say he stands for freedom of speech. He let Ali Dawah. No, it showed deep inside. Nah, freedom of speech for everyone except you guys.
Okay, let me throw this back at you then, What I've also seen a trend in recent videos, especially when you're dealing with those who are from the far right or from that leaning, I've also seen it with some Muslims.
Yes.
You somehow believe that, or at least based on the language that you've been using, that I've noticed, is that you think a way of countering the far right is by flipping it the other way around and saying, we're not ISIS are extremists. You guys are the same side of the same coin.
Yes.
Do you appreciate, Ali, that in the eyes of the British establishment, you are an extremist?
This is where you play a key role in our
I'm
lives.
telling you, in the eyes of the British government, you are an extremist. That's on record. I'm telling you.
That's the
But you
reason.
perceive it that way.
I don't perceive it that way, even though I know they have that rhetoric they push.
But do you recognise that that's a perception that they have of you?
Do you acknowledge that?
Let me think about that for a second.
Do you think the British government and its institutions and its think
current
tanks
Conservative government would consider and define you and what you believe in and your version of
They
Islam?
have this new term. Non-violent extremist.
There's extremists.
That's me.
Okay, so now considering that, because remember they look. There's two issues here. The British establishment, the think tanks, the prevent coordinators, all of these counter-extremism think tanks. They know the Ali Dawahs, the Aki Hussains, the Dilly Hussains, the Muhammad Hijabs, the Hamza Zortzes of the world.
Yes.
We know these guys generally fall under a mainstream umbrella of Sunni Islam, right? However, they are still non-violent Islamist extremists, or Salafist extremists, whatever you want to call them labels. So when you now go out there and engage with those who are from the far right, as well as some brothers who have very problematic views, and you say to them, do you condemn ISIS? You're an extremist, and that's an extremist. You forget that you yourself are an extremist, bro. In the eyes of the establishment. So what I'm saying, the very usage of this term is problematic.
You're right. That's why you need to educate on this. And to be honest, like I said before, like these are things where we look for our brothers to come and tell us. Because we take it on board. Do you get it? The way we can word it. And since I've heard this briefly that you found problematic through other, I don't know if you told me yourself, through other ways from other brothers, I tried my best avoiding, like, what word can I use? Radical.
Yeah, I spoke
radical.
I spoke about hijab
so
about
this is where you, inshallah, will play a key role, and then after this podcast, inshallah, you will see that But
do you understand what I was trying to say?
I know what you're saying, but then again, you know what it is. I believe these guys are business partners. Yeah, the brothers who support the ISIS and the far right.
Yeah, no doubt they feed into each other.
They're business partners.
No.
Yeah,
they feed into each other. There's no shadow of a doubt.
So now, why I'm so harsh with them and why I call them that is because I believe as Muslims, all we do, and this is what people are fed up of. Yeah, all we do is terrorist attacks. We condemn. Yes, we condemn. But the British public are now, some of them are going towards the far right because they see all you do is condemn. Is that it? That's one of the reasons I confronted the far right.
But you condemn ISIS.
No, you're missing the point.
And you made that a focal point of now very recent videos.
Yes, because they are the reason. If my Prophet has been insulted, if our brothers and sisters are getting attacked on the streets, these guys play a role because their friends are going and carrying out these attacks. And then what happens far right? I know Tommy Robinson, when he hears these attacks, he is laughing. Yeah. He's not upset, he's not crying. Wallahi, uqsam billah, I believe in his house, he's celebrating. He's saying, beautiful. Yeah. Now, I hate them now as much. Now, I wouldn't say I hate them both with what they're doing. Yeah? Because he's feeding into what he's doing. And they're working together. And I'm saying, and that's why I get so angry.
When you say they're working together, do you mean their actions
of course
impact the
brother, imagine if there was no London Bridge attacks, there was no Manchester attacks, etc. Whatever, yeah? These guys, what's Tommy Robinson going to come and say? What's he going to come and say? Yeah? That's why he fits in. Look, this is what their prophet did, this, You can see it. Aki, this is the reason why it was so annoying watching this guy saying this over and over again. And when I confronted him, 20 times I asked him. 20 times. Whole video, 20 times I asked him. Not once. Man, you're the same guy who went to Piers Morgan. There's 114 verses. Brother, one verse. That's why I wanted to humiliate him. That you're a clown. You're an absolute clown. And when I saw you're this big, you want to flip in boxing match, even though it doesn't matter how big you are, but still, like, I just wanted to put him in his place. Like, I just wanted to put that fear in his heart. Don't talk about my religion. Don't. And that's one of the reasons, and that's why with these other brothers as well, I try to not use that word, but I just hate them. Like, it's not like I just hate them for the sake of Allah. Genuinely, like, they think I have something. I've nothing personal.
Have you tried giving them nasiha?
Well, like, Aki, off camera, I've given them. Off camera, I spoke to them. Aki, please, I'm telling you what you're on. Please, look, I'm a jahil. No problem. I'm a jahil. Okay, I accept. I'm a jahil. Come speak to my teachers. Look, speak to them. Aki, we come and speak to him. He goes into the next video. He goes and retracts everything he said in this video. When he did that, I said, I'm sorry. Not only are you ignorant, but you're arrogant in a way where, Aki, you're supporting these guys who are causing mayhem. And we're getting the blame. Do you not understand the Prophet you're trying to defend? You're the reason why he's getting insulted left, right, center. Now, this doesn't mean if they weren't there, this is not going to happen.
You see, you know when you start entering the realm of, I totally get what you're saying, bro. And I'm glad in this podcast we're getting this out in the open, bro. Yeah. As I mentioned, this discussion between us was long overdue.
Yes, 100%.
So I hope that yourself and brothers who are active in the Speaker's Corner arena as well as on YouTube, that when we use the term extremist or radical, these are distinct Western European terms that were born out of a specific context. In the Islamic context, when you talk about ghulu, this is not what they're talking about. Extremists. So even and I had this conversation with Muhammad Hijab, and I said, look, akhi, even I know there's some very respected brothers from Cage Advocacy Group who and we've had this very important discussion. If we use the term extremism, at the very least, we should use inverted commas. At the very least, we should contextualize that, by the way, from an Islamic standpoint, this is what we mean.
Or specifically name the matter that you have issues with.
Yes.
Tell me, how would you like me to go? I'm asking you right now. Okay. How would you like me to go about it? Like, because I'm being honest with you, you need to tell us.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay. Let's put aside the term extremist, radical, and these are, because these are very politicized.
He kicked off with me not long ago by saying stop using that word, stop using that word. We use that word because not because we believe it.
We've been programmed, bro.
Because we know that people don't understand what we mean.
Besides program, it's just I don't know any other word to use. I'm being honest, because I would not use their rhetoric, but it's just I'm just saying. Give me a
criminal. Non-mainstream, unorthodox.
I need to text me these.
If need be, even hard line. But hard line even gives some kind of legitimacy.
Fringe.
Beyond the peripheries, but fringe. Yeah.
learned these words.
No, but criminal. What greater insults can you get than criminal? You're a mujrim.
Yeah.
Some of the things that you call for is
Fabrication.
criminal. Yeah, is non-mainstream.
Because basically, I guess what you're trying to do is you're trying to show that there's no clout to the position you hold.
And that is more than using a term like extreme, which has connotations legally. People's children can be taken away from parents. These terms are being used, Ali, in real life examples, my dear brother, where children are being taken away from Muslim parents because of the willy-nilly usage of these terms.
Yeah.
So when I see genuine, sincere brothers use these terms and they don't actually understand the implications that it can potentially have, it worries me. But what bigger insult and gunning and bunning can you get than saying, "Akhi, what you're calling for is criminal"?
Yeah.
It's criminal.
This is criminal activity.
This is criminal activity.
Let me do public repentance.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm not joking.
No. I want you to look into it.
This is my moment. You can't stop me.
No.
It's my moment. Publicly.
No, please look into it.
No, look into it. But publicly, I retract saying that it's because I did not know any way other to address it. And I believe what they're doing is wrong. I'm staunchly against what they're doing, both the far right and the criminals. Yeah. But I want to say, like, if my words, those words that I've used, have caused these brothers who are doing criminal activities to be affected through their family members, whatever, I genuinely would never want that to happen to anyone.
Okay, and just on a clarity, there's a distinction between. Remember, I've not brought you to have a repentance session.
No, but
but the point is that there's one thing advocating crimes, and there's one which you have ideas which can permeate into criminal acts, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you are talking about taking the lives of innocent people, whether that be in the Muslim lands or in war zones or even here, that's a criminal act.
Yes.
You're a mujrim. Yeah, what you're calling for is criminality,
and
right?
it's harsh than that in Islam.
Exactly.
In Islam, what you're doing is
absolutely. So there's not a greater insult and belittling and bowing off than saying, "Akhi, what you're calling for is criminal."
Yeah. And you know it's criminal because when criminals talk about
But can't
matters
someone belittle that and say, okay, you're calling these people who want to carry, they're just criminals?
No.
Do you get it?
No. Because the weight of a criminal, and especially those specific crimes, is
very powerful term.
They're very, very powerful and has huge gravity to it, my dear brother. So instead of using terms of extreme, like what does extreme mean? It just means that you're in a far spectrum of a particular, and just that term itself. We know that it's disproportionate use against Islam and Muslims.
Yeah.
We know this.
Yeah, 100%.
We know that Tommy Robinson, Paul Golding and all these guys have very shared views and ideas than the Tory party themselves. Yeah? I bet you any money, even though I'm not a betting man, that Theresa May,
Haram, right?
yeah, of course. No, you're gonna make a video about it. I knew the guy was just gonna jump onto that.
You have to do
That Theresa May, I believe, has many similar social values as Tommy Robinson and Paul Golding. I don't doubt that for a moment. It's just that they are sophisticated in the way they articulate it. They trickle it down in drip feed and they refine it, and then the likes of Tommy Robinson go and do the monkey work, right? Yeah. So all I'm saying, right, is language is so important, Ali.
Yes, true.
Wallahi, especially when terms such as extremism is being used in courts. They're now using these terms. That's what I'm just saying. And not just yourself, bro, akhi. I'm talking about all the brothers. True. All the brothers, all the Muslims out there. Look into the use of linguistics and language in censoring agency and censoring minority groups, in silencing what they want to talk about.
You should have called me. Why did you not call me 2 years ago? I would not be using these words.
Because you were too busy. You were too busy chasing. No, and you're right. No.
You should have called me. I mean, actually, people. I don't know what people think. Like, people think like we're some arrogant people. Like, I'm Ali Dawah. Actually, call me. Say, refute me. You're older than me. You're older brother. They beat me up if you like.
No, Ali.
My teacher beats me up. I do sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's needed. No. I'm at fault here. Like I said, this meeting was supposed to happen time ago. And I just advise it, look, brother, just do your research, man. Because language is a powerful thing. It's used from a legal point of view.
It's documented. It's used against you.
It's used against you. It's referenced. Children are being taken away from parents. It's beyond just one term. And sometimes Muslims use it innocently because they know no other term. Because they've heard it so many times, we immediately adopt the language of our oppressors. And this is a very important thing we need to understand. And if we are going to use terms like ghulu, we need to be very clear that means something very different to what a non-violent extremist is. But I'm glad we got that out in the air. I feel my chest feels much lighter. How does your chest feel? Does it feel a bit lighter? MashaAllah.
I wanted to explore something with you, Yes. And that is, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
30. I just turned 30.
You turned 30,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah.
But they say I look 23.
Yeah, you look young, man. You look.
Go on.
So look, my brother. There was a time, I think it was maybe a couple of months ago. Yeah. You put up on it was an Insta post of you at a car wash, and whilst your car was getting washed, something like that, you were praying salah.
Yeah.
And you prayed salah, and you're like, look, bro, you know you can pray salah anywhere. If you ask, it'll be facilitated. Yeah. And I was like, alhamdulillah, it's sick. That's a good video. Yeah, because it's true. Yeah. There's no excuses.
And also said like, look how the car getting rid of its dirt.
That's right. Yes, spot on. Exactly.
Yeah.
We did the same thing. Actually, from the hadith, Rasulullah ﷺ said that if you had a river outside your home and you had to wash in it 5 times, would you be dirty? No.
Exactly. Yeah.
And someone commented on that post saying, look, why is he posting videos about him praying salah? Yeah, there's no need for this. You got a lot of support, alhamdulillah, because alhamdulillah, that should be the case. There should be people that are motivated and inspired by these posts. But someone came on there and said, what's wrong with this guy, man? You know, I mean, you're praying salah, keep it to yourself, innit? We don't really see your car getting washed and you getting washed at the same time. So, and I never look at Instagram posts and think to myself, do you know what, I need to comment on this, or I need to reply on this thread, or I need to do. But at that moment, I thought to myself, do you know what, I want to defend the brother because I can see the good in that. Yeah? And if it was really a case where he wanted to show all of his pious acts, then there would be so many posts potentially. You know, a Muslim is praying 5 times a day, he's making wudu 5 times, 10 already there.
No, mashallah.
Nara
takbir.
But you know how it is, yeah? So I replied about, look, that's not the case, yeah? Etc, etc. The reason why I've started the question like this is because you must read a lot of that. You must be aware of a lot of that, whether it's YouTube comments, Insta, and every other social media platform, yeah? You're 30 years old, so you're looking like a teenager, and
I don't know if that's is that an insult or is that
obviously Ramadan's taken some out of you as well. You know, what's the plans moving forward when it comes to reaching out to the Muslim community, whether you're going to continue talking about heavy subjects like British identity, politics, you know, world affairs and things like this. What's the plans moving forward, and how are you going to adapt as the Muslim community changes as well?
To be honest, should we start
with regards to policies and things
should we start with the reminder, salah reminder, or is that just you just mentioned that?
No. Basically, if I was to condense it, is you're going to get backlash and you're going to get hate and you're going to get people that are going to comment and doubt the reason why you're doing the things you're doing. And as you start to explore subject matters that are broad, like the ones that we just discussed, political ones, you're going to get people that are going to comment and critique you that feel that they're more qualified than you are to discuss matters for the Muslims or whoever. What are your plans moving forward to go to the next level, reach out to Muslims for the good, educate them, and adapt? Because, you know, the Muslim community and Muslims are always in the limelight when it comes to our ideas, our values, and is in the limelight for policy making.
To be honest, like people need to understand that with the salah reminders, I know I'm going to pray my salah regardless. I'm gonna pray regardless. Now, if I'm not praying and I'm doing that post, that's a different story. I know I'm going to pray my salah regardless. So if I know that within myself, then me doing a reminder, it doesn't mean, because I know if I do a reminder or not, I'm praying my salah regardless. So a reminder just adds, I benefit from it. Do you get it? Not only that, I get a lot of people, I try to make trend with this, because a lot of people would approach me and be like, that specific reminder, I've started praying. And I was like, really? Just that reminder? I thought, bro, just one post that powerful? I just started it. So that's why, for example, people come and see me, I didn't sound like, I've prayed also. Like, they'll do joke with me. But the thing is, alhamdulillah, that's good. We should have that trend. Just some people, I go to them, remind me, have you prayed also? Yes, alhamdulillah, good. You remind me, you know, sometimes I get late sometimes, But the thing is, I need a reminder myself. The issue is that reminder benefits a believer. So with that aspect of it, we should always assume the best in people. Because at the end of the day, you know, we can't, if you see me doing everything that I do, I gave in charity just now, I did, then you can, and you still should assume the best. But you can say, bro, you know, maybe just keep that for yourself a bit, you know. But regarding moving forward, I think I have like phases. I have phases where I'll just be like, okay, this is the phase where I'm going to do reaction videos, just change it around. Sometimes I'll go through a phase where it's just discussions. I'm in the park a lot. Sometimes I'll do phases where I just do social experiments. So I go through these little phases.
What influences these phases?
Nothing. I'll be honest with you. It's just like mixing it up. I just mix it up sometimes. Sometimes I just mix it up and just, you know, concentrate on certain areas. But with the confrontation of the far right, be it Lauren Southern, and some of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent them to me. Lauren Southern, I was looking, you know, after I watched a video when she went to East London Masjid, I was making dua to Allah. Wallah, she came to me. I was just going about my business. Boom, she popped out of nowhere. I had bottle of water in my hand, was doing a campaign. I said to her, please. I said, wait for me. She wanted to talk now. I said, please, just let me put these bottles of water down. Aki, I was so happy that I saw her. Even same with Avi Yemeni, yeah? Aki, when I saw this khabith, this filthy scumbag. Sorry, I'm going to say this very clearly.
He's a legitimizer of baby killers. That's
yes, this guy, he that's the biggest regret he made in his life. He admitted shooting innocent kids. So these people, like same, Allah. Once I was walking, I saw hijab debating. So I looked at these guys. I shed of sugar. Like I was looking for these guys. Like these people, I wanted to confront one after another. Yeah, just to put that, you know, and all of them. You see my titles. Ali Dawah confronts. Ali Dawah. I made it in. So if anyone searches, they can see all of them one by one, bang, bang, bang. Because I just wanted to put that in. And don't think we're idiots. You're gonna come here talk about religion. You're gonna no. We will come and confront you at your door. Yeah. So
Ali, sorry to it's linked to the point that you just made. Yes. So would you say Ali confronts videos, so that Ali confronts these kind of characters' videos, is more to do with instilling within them that you're not going to get an easy ride going about doing what you've been doing uninterrupted to the Muslims? Yeah. Or is it that coupled with that we're going to give you the intellectual arguments as well?
Of course. So what it is, when I do that, I want to show the genuine, because I believe some people, they go and turn to the far right. Why? Because they're looking at the Muslim community. They're seeing all these terrorist attacks happening. They're human beings. They have emotions. When the Muslim community, all they do is say, we condemn, I find that not sufficient. As a human being, I put myself in their shoes and I'll be like, if this was happening to my community and I saw a group of Buddhists just saying, we condemn, well, am I just going to be like, okay, they condemn, let's move on? No. Is that it? So when I'm doing that, I'm saying, number one, you're not going to get easy right. Number two, for the British public who's watching this, firstly, we are free from the criminals. Yeah, we are free from the criminals. I'm making this very clear now. And I'm going to debunk this clown. Yeah, you're going to see now I'm going to debunk this clown and his pathetic lies. Because after I got a lot of messages with a lot of non-Muslims. I get them coming to the park. Some of the far right come and take pictures with me. And you know what they go? They go, don't make this public. I go, can I share it? Well, I'm not joking. I go, can I make this? They go, no, please don't. I understand. So the issue is, it works. And a lot of people, like the far right, they see me as like, Ali, he's a cool guy. You know, they'll come to the park. Some of them, they come and talk with me. They're just the cash. And I'm happy that we made that, because now it shows that, hold on a second, actually, what Tommy's saying, Yani, you get it? Yeah. Yes, that's what I wanted, Aki. That's all I wanted. For them to have that question mark. Yes, Aki. Not seed of doubt. This is the seed of truth. Did you get what I'm trying to say?
Just to clarify for our viewers, when we had the discussion about criminal, we're not saying that those that it's a term that's used for those who have actually engaged in criminal acts. Well, it is if you've gone and killed people, but if you're espousing ideas which will involve the killing of innocent people, and ideas, then these are ideas which will legitimize and normalize criminality.
Yes,
that's what we want.
100%. Like the Tom Robbins, he's a criminal. Avi Yemen is a flipping murderer. Yeah. He's a murderer.
These are criminals.
Yes, these guys. I don't know how he's walking around. Like, and I don't mean like walking around. Someone should go to do something to him. I'm saying like he should be arrested. You know, these people are criminals. Their words have impact on people.
Let me ask you this then, right? Do you think that it is only the ISIS types that influence the far right? Do you not ever wonder that the mainstream establishment influences? Oh yeah,
100%.
That they are in fact the real ustad.
Bro, they play a major role in Christchurch.
So when you're joining us to address some of these issues,
who the mainstream media?
Just
like, to be honest, when the Finsbury Park attacks happened, we went full out on the media. We said, look, cover it. We was putting pressure to
yourself and Adnan were there.
Yes, Ustad Adnan, we was there.
Yeah, Roshan Salih was there. I remember.
Yeah, we was putting pressure on them. We have to, and I went to when we went to Mail, the Daily Mail offices.
Yes, you were there.
I went there again. This guy who's calling a jihadi baby.
Yes.
Yeah, I went there. So even with the mainstream media, I'm there. Yeah, and I don't pick and choose.
That's good. Will you ever the thing with your, dare I say, even career is a kind of career, yeah? From the Adam Saleh days to the Dina Tokyo days.
We still do that. We still do that.
Yeah. So is that thing, will that still carry on?
That's definitely going to carry on, because at the end of the day, enjoying good and forbidding evil, it's a part of our religion, and we're not going to turn a blind eye. Like recently, we have Americans like sister like Linda Sarsour. Yeah, like some stuff she comes out with, it's ajib, weird. And so the thing is, we would come out and we try to assume the best. Like with Sister Dina Tokyo, same thing. We never had to go out taking a hijab. I swear that was the least of our concerns. Yeah? What she came up with after doing istihlal, you know, why can't Muslim women marry non-Muslim men? Come on, man. Seriously. First you say, I'm not an Islamic. Okay, then stay in your lane. You know, you want to take hijab off? No problem. Did we ever go at you for that? No. We said, okay, you want to take it? May Allah make it easy. Sisters, don't follow. Okay, just because you're doing that doesn't mean everyone has to jump on the bandwagon. That's all we said.
Do you think the likes of Sister Dina and others who are in that kind of line of industry, right? Do you think there's a level of them first winning over a Muslim audience to then kind of abandon them after once you've gained the numbers you've gained? Do you think there's an element of that? I'm not saying there's not a case of husn and dan. I'm saying as a general point of view, do you think that trend exists?
Okay.
Where you rinse the community first to get your name?
Put her to a side. Yeah. That trend exists. Okay. I would assume the best in the system. I would say she went through a phase, whatever it may be. Okay, no problem. Put her to a side. I believe that trend exists 100%. You know, that's the reason why I did my initiative with Omar Isa. Okay. I wasn't rapping. Neither was I.
You were like spoken word.
No, it was a spoken word. I was talking.
You were just chatting.
I was just talking.
You never watched that?
Yeah.
Musa went for it though.
Musa went for it hard. I was doing his shit, and then Ali came like, Ali thinks he's just chatting.
Ali was wrapping it up.
No, I was talking. I said to him, I don't do spoken word. It's not my scene, but because I'm passionate about who you're directing this towards, I'll just add my 2 pence, please. That was it.
So Dean Squad, Dina Tokyo, Adam Saleh, and anyone else who's in the pipeline, this stuff will get called out, yeah?
It will, but we're not those type of people looking like, you know.
No, call it. Look,
if it stumbles upon you.
If it's Amr bin Ma'ruf wa Nahy anil Munkar, you feel that it falls within this category, right?
Yes, of course, 100%. This is why other people, we have to. This is the Prophet ﷺ said, you either enjoin good and forbid evil, or Allah will send down a punishment, even if you prostrate will be rejected from you. You have to, because this is what other people fell into. They didn't. That's why casually they're doing whatever they're doing, everything is okay. We have to. Okay, this is a principle that we need to implement, because if we don't, well, Allah will send down punishment. I'm being honest with you.
So how do you reconcile, bruv? What do you want to ask?
No, go on.
Question 12.
Go on. I'm listening. What M25 scenic route you're going to take?
Bro, I want to ask a question, which is how do you reconcile knowing the numbers and the influence of the outreach that someone that addressing an issue that with Dina and Sid or whoever else it might be on YouTube, whether it's Adam Saleh or Fuzi, whoever it is. You know what kind of numbers it's going to attract as a result of the particular personality that and the issue. How do you reconcile that? Okay, this is gonna get some views. This is gonna get some numbers, some hits. But at the same time, Al-Amr bin Ma'ruf wa Nahy anil Munkar. I want to do this because this is a Muslim. I want to advise them for good. Blah blah. How do you, in your heart, make that matter settle? That I'm not doing this for gains. I'm doing this for the ajr.
Very important. That's a very good question. But firstly, number one, do I go and look out for their mistake? Nope. Number two, when they do a mistake, do I give them the benefit of doubt and assume the best? Yep. When they carry on their mistake, do I try to advise them privately? Yes. They carry on with their madness, I'm coming.
Okay.
Simple as.
So, but the fact, and I guess when you do these kind of, I call out videos, that is what it is, but you're addressing them. I guess if they weren't as popular, as far wide reaching, you wouldn't necessarily do these things.
Not really, because the thing is, the impact that you're having. The reason I'm doing this, because you have a massive impact, you have a following, you have a responsibility. You can't be careless. If you're going to be careless, okay, I'm going to advise you in public. Yeah, don't cry about it. If you're going to be careless and don't care, you don't care about, sorry, but we care about our youngsters, and I'm not going to let you. You're careless, no problem. Do what you want. I said this to Brother Adam Saleh. Yeah, same. You do what you want. Don't, as long as you're not influencing youth, brother, go do whatever you like. Yeah, do whatever you like, but it has a responsibility. You chose that, then you need to accept that you'll be publicly.
I want to ask you a question, Ali. Yeah? You know when you did it. Is your question linked to this?
Who's older?
He's older.
Oh, that's.
Now Aki, go.
He's the youngest of 6.
Now go on.
When have you ever called me Aki?
No, go on, Aki. You know how.
I'm your boy.
Ak, you know how it is, isn't it? Ak. You want to ask you a question?
No, but basically what
I wanted to ask you, bro, is you know, in response to Dina and Sid responding to
Sid responded.
Sid responded, and you know, and he said some things. In private messages, and there was a part in that YouTube live that you did. It was an Insta live, but where you and Muhammad Hijab was sat talking to the camera on the sofa. You went to get some food. And Muhammad Hijab started flexing.
He's that.
What, you think you're bad man and that? You think you're big man and that? And then you come back in, you're like, what has this descended into?
I don't like that. I'll be honest. I've told him so. I don't like.
Was that done intentionally?
I guess that's not my question.
I was hungry. I went to get.
Was that a ploy? Did you guys plan that?
No.
I want to know behind the scenes. What did you say to Brother Muhammad Hijab?
No, I said...
Because you must have come back and thought, because your reaction was, what is it descended into? He's saying that you've...
I thought he's messing around.
Okay.
I thought the live chat is paused it.
Yeah.
That's why I was laughing. I came and I looked at his life and I was like, is this guy for real? Like I understand where he's coming from, but that I understand, but it's just, I would have said don't. It's better. Yeah,
was it justified? Did it warrant it? Did you understand?
I felt hijab's flex. I felt it, man.
Yeah. And some people were like, oh, it's good. Yeah.
Because even by what you said, Sid said some things that you couldn't say on camera.
Look, some people, the brothers that I used to work with before, they will throw this around, happy days, everyone's a Dayuv, left, right, centre. But yani, he had some validity, hijab, to use that term. I personally still would have not. I would have said, look, Aki, you can be falling into that, yeah? So hijab went full out. It wasn't planned, yeah? And I would have said to him, look, don't hijab, because I know he gets excited, he has exciting moments. I can see it from I know his body language, I know his face, I know his eyes, I know when it's coming, and I'll be like, I'll grab him and just say, calm down. But the thing is...
Did he ever do that to you? Do you ever have excited
with
moments?
me, you see, with me, it's...
Or are you constantly excited?
Nah,
it depends whether it's Insta or Snapchat.
Yeah, I try to keep it balanced. I try my best to seem the best, and our last resort. Okay, I'm the kind of person.
So what's Wasatiyah? You're the middle ground, yeah?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a bit older than him, so maybe I'm a bit because he's more, young.
What?
Yeah, I'm older than him.
How old is his job?
He's 26 or 27.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. My brother is broccoli.
Wow.
Yeah.
Revelations.
Yeah, he's still he's still young. So yeah, man. But I didn't make the messages public. He made it public. He thought I was going public with it. Yeah. I wasn't. He went and it made him look bad because he was going full out. He was calling me names, and I was just saying, yeah, Aki, may Allah bless you, may Allah guide you, etc. And he made himself look bad. He made it public. I didn't make it public. I said, okay, put it down. I said, I'm not going to make. It's a private matter. Yeah, what he was calling. If I went, I could have got out full out, but I could have exposed you differently. I didn't. Do you get it? That's why that shows that for my intentions, that's a battle because I know I could have used that easily against him. Bro, look what he's saying to me, but I hid it.
So look, yeah. Besides the fact that it seems that with the call-out videos, you're still going to be labelled Haram police and all that kind of stuff. Putting all that stuff, that's something that's commonly thrown at you guys, isn't it? Sometimes. The Dawah YouTube boys, these guys going on like Haram police online, So let me kind of bring the podcast to a close on this very important matter. You began with a particular brother who you inferred to earlier on in this podcast. For those who follow your work, can more or less work out who he is for the sake of respect and for the fact that the brother's not here. He's not here to defend or contextualize. You started off with a brother who has his own following, who was very well known in the Dawah circuit. Mashallah, he's done some very good work, as well as other stuff which is most definitely controversial. At what point was there a departure from him?
To be honest,
was it a gradual departure or was it an official departure?
Gradual, and then it became official. So it's just, a lot of people go through this phase. I spoke to, Sheikh Uthman, he had his phases. Everyone goes through hijab had his phases. You see everyone, most people go through this phase, So he's going through this phase, but the different thing is that it's public. Now it's different between you can go through that phase and then realize to yourself, etc. But when you're going through it in public, you've caused chaos. He caused chaos. And the brother, he does good work. He's a beautiful brother in person. May Allah bless him, etc. He's done a lot of good work, alhamdulillah. Even I'm hearing good stuff that he's doing now, and I think he should stick to that. He's doing very good work. Even though I still would not, it's such a thin line because, and I feel bad saying I wouldn't want people to go to that circle, even though I would want them to go to that circle, because there was a brother I advised to go to that circle and he ended up and come and start talking to me about bidah this, and I was like, Subhanallah, I wish I never told you to go to that circle. And so many times I mentioned the word circle, but but the issue is it's just such a thin line because I'm just, if he did a public repentance, if he came publicly and did a public repentance for the slander, for the stuff, the chaos he caused. Okay, he caused some people, I'm sorry, indirectly to leave Islam. I've got voice recordings. I've spoken to people. But
you publicly pulled him up on some of them things, didn't you?
I did. Every time he attacked somebody to defend the honor of a believer, I'm sorry, it's a duty on everyone. May
Allah bless you, my dear brother. It's very important.
No, I have to, because at the end, this is not about, the Prophet ﷺ said, help your brother if he's an oppressor or if he's oppressed. Yeah, we know the hadith. Okay, obviously, if he's oppressed, you help him. And if he's an oppressor, speak against his oppression. That's how I see it. This brother, I'm sorry, he went on this mad flex, safe sex syndrome. I'm sorry, we're the safe sex, etc. I'm sorry. I was around that circle. I was with the brothers. the attitude, the behavior. Come on, man. Really?
Did you nearly become influenced by it? Was there at any point where you became influenced by it?
Shall I be honest with you? I'm sorry. I was looking at the attitude and I was like, Salaf, really? Was the Salaf like you guys? Flipping out, really?
Yeah.
Like, bloody hell. I would not want to be in that circle. And I said, you know what? The Salaf is free from you guys. I'm so sorry. Because this attitude, this righteousness that, we're going to refute that. Come on, man. It's to a point where it's this obsessive, cultish behavior of, we are the saved, etc. And the knowledge is not there. The hadith that you're talking about, you have no clue. So many stuff.
Okay. Do you feel that a lot of the good work that the brother and those within that circle that have done have unfortunately been lost?
Of course.
As a result of this?
100%. I believe he got caught up. The shaitan attacks you with several things. Yeah. I was going to say that.
Censor that, yeah.
No, I was going to say that, but I didn't know if it was a belt, like a beige colour belt.
Because you wear belts and tracksuits,
white snakeskin belt.
No, because I was thinking, is that his belly? But anyway, you can cut that bit out.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I was just like, I'll leave it. It's probably a belt.
Abs, in a man had abs for days.
No, that was one pack. So the thing is, yes, the shaitan attacks you with shirk. If not shirk, bid'ah. If not bid'ah, major sins. If not major sins, minor sins. If not minor sins, he keeps you busy with other stuff. If not, he makes you do the lesser of two. I believe the brother got caught up with. We can't come and say to him he's doing bad. He's doing good. But what he was and his potential, he's just doing something that he believes is great. No, what you've done is you've just killed it. You've just killed all mainstream, and you're on this flex of even stuff like the brother said, may Allah bless him, but stuff like he says, I will give someone a house or a car, become a Salafi. And I'm like, is the religion become so superficial that you become okay, I'm a Salafi. Okay, is really Salafism? Following the Salaf, is it that? A topi, a foe, books behind me, Tawheed, Shirk, Bid'ah? Is this how superficial it is? And Aki, become the brother thinks for someone to label themselves a Salafi, it's like Allah's going to say, in the grave, was you a Salafi?
Yeah.
Look, because it's become abundantly clear who we are speaking about. In this absence, I will defend him in the sense that many of the topics that he does address are very, very important.
Of course.
And issues of bid'ah, shirk, and these kind of things are fundamentals of our faith. And things that should be called out and refuted and addressed if we see that there is a major deviance.
And often things that he cited and highlighted are genuine
with hikmah.
Absolutely. But that was in his defense because he's not here, and as we said, may Allah accept the good work that he's done. But the departure from him today in 2019, as we're doing this podcast right now, is the relationship still there? Is it brotherly? Is it warm? Is it neutral? Is it hostile? Is it okay? Are things jiggy?
Are we going to see a collab moving forward?
If I believe personally, I'll be honest with you, if from what I can see, he's doing some good stuff. From what I can see, But then again, I will not endorse in a way, because at the end of the day, I know if someone gets in that circle, I know some of the people in their circle, they don't give me salam. I'm sorry, but the brother himself and teacher himself they stop giving me salam. They stopped giving me, I'm being honest, they stopped giving me salam. I had no problem. I have never done a video against him unless he's attacked somebody. You will never see any video he'll attack Mufti Meng. I will do a video and say, okay, hold on a second, what up? Look, remember you? Yeah? Okay. Anytime he'd attack somebody, I just defended on of that person. That's all I did. I've never attacked him, but I've been from his side, been attacked. No,
but you've also defended him.
Yes,
I've seen videos of you've also defended him.
Yes, I will.
When he's been slandered against, I've seen those
100%. Aki, it's not a matter. I don't have some kind of a personal grudge against him.
So the relationship right now,
it's like, for example,
non-existent.
There is no communication, but they do now kind of give me like they're okay with me. Like we went to a masjid once. They were very lovely,
good,
very
wicked.
But I just hope behind the scenes it's like that, because sometimes I feel like behind the scenes that they're still, because I think they retracted. They used to call me Ikhwani, innovation. I didn't know what Ikhwani was, but I don't know if I assume the best that it is genuine, and it's just some of their little circle, little youngsters.
Apply the same husna then as you with Sister Dean.
Exactly. That's right. Yes, you're right.
That's right. Adam, my brother.
Did you just call me Adam?
I was going to call you Adam. Yeah. I was just.
No, we are Bani Adam.
Moving forward. To wrap up, inshallah, wrap up the podcast. I want to ask you, bro. You're doing great work. By the sounds of things.
How many times are we going to say that to him?
You know, we'll cut out.
No, I need some praise. Carry on praising.
You know how it is,
Yes, I need that, yes.
So you've been smashing.
You're underpraising me.
Yeah. So, moving forward, what's in the pipeline? We know you're working with S.A.L.A.M.
Yeah.
We want to give us some ideas around what are your personal plans, any developments?
Yes.
What's in the pipeline? And, you know, besides trying to hit big numbers on YouTube, 400k you're looking for.
Is that the next milestone, yeah?
I don't really care, to be honest.
You're
Hey,
right.
Foster, what do you think, Bob? You said,
You're right, mate.
well, we can't be in an Uber forever. Come on.
The guy's trying
Nah,
to
even
say
if I do, you think it's for my... No, it's, if it comes, it comes.
I wanted to ask you as well, what, you must have some mad conversations in Uber.
Yeah,
Some
sometimes.
interesting stories.
I pick up people that follow me. They're like, oh, hello, is this Ali Dawah? I go, yeah, I'm coming to pick you up. So the thing is, yeah, just concentrate on myself. I want to develop myself, inshallah. Yeah, I'm just concentrating on myself, you know, just learning from our teachers, etc., sharing ideas. I'm trying to develop myself more. Inshallah. And that's it, man. And just S.A.L.A.M, just growing S.A.L.A.M, inshallah. California, New York, we're setting up teams there. And just carry on, Aki, you know, just carry on, inshallah.
Can you give us an idea of any projects, any activities that you've got planned that you've been working on?
Tell us about Cali and NY. What's going on?
Cali's sick, man. You need to try the raspberry macaroons.
Okay.
Macaroons, whatever they're called, yeah. I love it. But it's very nice, man. California, New York is very nice. They just need a bit of push over there. They just need a bit of push. Because they're a bit, you know, laid back a bit. But alhamdulillah, other than that, it's good.
That's
It's just
putting it
project
lightly.
S.A.L.A.M, just taking S.A.L.A.M to the next level, and inshallah, it's a sadaqah jari for us, inshallah. If it's,
Inshallah.
yeah, if people benefit from it's just that, man. To be honest, just carry on doing what we're doing. Just carry on doing what we're doing. I would just ask Allah to accept it from us. That's the only thing, Aki, you know.
One very last thing, right? How does it feel being under the kind of tutelage and leadership of Sheikh Mohammed Osman, who's our age? He's like 30, 31, he's our age. How does it feel?
How old are you?
We're the same age, Akhi. I'm 31.
No way.
Yeah.
Serious? I thought you was at 35.
No,
Not that you
no.
look it, but I thought like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, so me, you and Sheikh Osman, like I don't even know Mohammed Jawad was 26. That's mad. I'm thinking he's older than both of us. But anyway,
26 is crazy.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. But how does it feel having a scholar on our age, on our vibes, has some serious lived experience, the good, the bad, and at times, sadly, in his past, the ugly, which we discussed him on the podcast.
Yes.
How does it feel having someone like him?
It's good. This team, like mashallah, Muhammad Hijab, Sheikh Muhammad, and I can see changes in me, like spiritually.
Wicked.
You know, I can see, you know, and it's had a very amazing impact. They believe in me. I have my shortcomings, and they don't they don't belittle, and not that they would, but I'm saying in general, they encourage him. They're like, you know, you can do this, Ali. Yes, you can do this, and it's encouragement, and I can see that working with me, you know, because everyone works in different ways. So I can see gradual. I'm progressing. I can see the changes in me, and like spiritually getting close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Little things, and those make big changes. So yeah, it's just as long as I'm inshallah in their company, you know, if you have good company, you know, you're just gonna get nothing but goodness, inshallah. I'm just gonna carry on, inshallah, that, and let's see, inshallah, you know, we just ask Allah to keep us firm, man. You know, that's the main thing.
No, I just wanted to just add that, you know, we had Sheikh Mohammed Osman on the podcast, and I don't think we've ever stayed silent and just listened to someone.
Yeah.
His stories, his experience was so fascinating. Wallahi, I mean, me and Aki...
And that was just a condensed version you gave.
Yeah, you know the to and fro's we've had in your podcast, yeah? You know, there's a certain vibe, and you know, we don't be Sheikh Mohammed Osman, we just listened. Because his lived experience of what he went through, the thinking behind it, as well as how he has developed, is truly inspirational and amazing.
No, that's what
and I think, wallahi, for those of you who are listening and watching, you know, look into Sheikh Mohammed Osman. Yeah, you know, may Allah bless him and preserve him. Someone who you know, you could just feel the positive vibes. Someone who you know he understands reality, can connect with the youth.
Yes.
And that's the vibe we got off him.
Yeah, same. I get that with him. I don't feel like, oh, he's my sheikh. We were like friendly, and mashallah. I mean, obviously we should have that utmost respect to people of knowledge as well.
Of course.
You know, it's very important.
Yeah. No, we were respectful as well, bro.
No, you better be, man.
We weren't that.
I told you.
Another
that.
reputation.
I've done him in
Just
our...
sitting there listening, innit?
Oh yeah. Well, and hold on. Before you wrap up, we've not told Ali how it ends, do we?
Yeah, this is what's going to happen now, innit? What did you think I was going to forget? You're mad.
Sorry.
So, bro, Blood Brothers tradition is that when we close...
What, you want blood or what is it?
No, not quite.
That'd be-
Quite. Maybe.
God, Ali.
Yeah. The tradition is that we give you 3 options.
What, you
And you can
listening to
choose-
Mohammed Hijab? What is it? MMA? What?
No. You
Islam, jizya, or war, mate?
Yeah, that's right. The 3 options are obviously it's Ramadan, we're fasting, so we can't do one of the options, which is that we would have invited you to have with us Bangladeshi delicacy, which is pan. Have you heard of pan?
No, that's not delicacy. It was that you guys chew and spit on the floor.
Yeah, it's delicacy for us, innit, fam?
Well, it is a delicacy. Don't be so rude,
Keep
yeah?
it to yourself.
Yeah. Okay, you don't want that, yeah?
Wow.
I prefer fish, fam. You're Bengali. You offer me fish. Don't let a pan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This guy.
Arm
Balani.
wrestle or thumb war? Come on now.
I'm gonna do so. How does the thumb work?
Thumb war.
Are you really gonna opt for a thumb war?
Yeah, of course, fam.
Why?
Come
on, Akhi, man.
You and Aki have an arm wrestle.
Let's have it, Akhi.
You're gonna win, man. Look at your
Where are you
arms.
gonna win?
do it though, yeah?
We can, but you're gonna win.
Come on in.
Okay, let's frame this. Let's get this.
Don't break my wrist, yeah?
No. Have you had arm wrestle before, yeah?
Okay,
No,
so you have to get the
If you said sparring, I wouldn't.
Yeah. So the rule is,
Yeah.
that you can't hold on to with your other arm at the table. Okay. Bismillah. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna break the table.
He's going for it.
Oh, he's done it! So what are you trying?
Bro, go for it, bro.
So what are you trying?
Yeah, I was trying.
That is. So what are you trying?
Bro, I give it to you, man. You done it.
That is.
You get that.
That's 5 pillars 1. S.A.L.A.M 1.
Bro, it's equal. It's level.
Did you make me?
No.
Do you think we'll just get
Allah, Akhi.
You know what hidden powers I did?
Yeah, man.
Let me do this. Can I do you? Look what I'm doing next.
Yeah.
Don't get
No. Yes, Ali.
How did you do that to outside?
Bro, he's strong, brother.
You feel that?
Bro, all that thicker tasbih and everything.
My wrist, I don't trust my wrist.
Yeah, but Akhi, you know you got good
Control comes from the wrist, the power comes from the biceps. I'm trying.
I thought you know what he's gonna do. He's just letting me. He's gonna go
turn
back.
it. Nah, you know what it is?
How old are you?
28.
Mashallah. Subhanallah. I feel so confident about myself.
Alhamdulillah, bro.
Brothers and sisters, friends and foes, Jazakumullah khairan for tuning in to another episode of the Blood Brothers. We want to thank our brother Ali Dawah. May Allah accept his work and that of the S.A.L.A.M and forgive us and our shortcomings, you know, and look into S.A.L.A.M, my brothers and sisters, and support them in any capacity that you can. And until next time,
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Blood Brothers Podcast, a 5 Pillars of Mad Monolith production.